What did you do? The time
You gave me the drugs?
has come
Is any of this worth
for
it?
the Oval season finale.
He's having a mental breakdown. You and I are going on a little trip.
Next Tuesday. Sam?
No, we need him alive.
It's the shocking showdown.
I need to get this one back.
You have to see
This is incredibly dangerous.
to believe.
Secret Service will be here any moment.
You're gonna love my next move.
And what's that, baby?
Tyler Perry's the
Well, folks, thank you to a couple people who sent me the promo for the Oval finale. Now, I'm recording this around 10:15 in the afternoon. By the time I get ready to edit, if they have already released like the full quality promo, you know, basically they're released on social media in good quality, I'll use that. If not, screw it, I'll just use the one somebody recorded from the television. I'm excited for this finale. I'm not going to lie. I'm recording this before my episode review from last night, because I just finished the episode about 20 minutes ago, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is exactly like I thought it would be. Well, excuse me. Well, I did keep saying, yeah, this is the worst season. Even if like the last 2 or 3 episodes are great, it wouldn't save the season from being trash. But I loved last night's episode, and the promo for next week has me excited. That's not to say it's perfect, you know, the episode last night or this promo, just because of it's the final episode. I imagine some bodies to drop, but with all the cast that have posted all the behind the scenes stuff of season 4, it seems safe to say, and not to mention all the episode synopsis for season 4 that's already been released and I did videos on. It's like, how many people are really want to die? Who knows? But it's called Roadkill, season 3, episode 22. Nancy is on edge and suspects the worst when Barry leaves home and cuts all communication. When Kyle gets a gun inside of the White House bunker, a life and death situation occurs. Well, we kind of already know that because Sam is already bleeding out. But as always, I'm going to break down the end credit promo as well as the promo you just saw at the beginning of the video. So let's jump into it. So we have an interesting situation here. We're over at Alan's apartment. Priscilla and Alan are talking. Priscilla saying he's a very dangerous man, probably in regards to Donald, because she was in the kitchen when she overheard everything Donald was telling Alan about. Like, basically, if I can't trust you, I'm not just going to kill you quick like Ellie. I'm going to F you up. And ironically enough, it looks like when she's about to leave, the doors open and Grip is standing there with her gun. And then Priscilla, you know, gets hers ready. I'm like, oh shit, Priscilla looks sexy as hell with a gun. And it's kind of interesting because wasn't it, was it season 2 or season 3? Basically, when she had the hallucination that she pulled out a gun and shot Victoria. I can't remember what season it was, 2 or 3, but you know the iconic moment. So it looks like there's going to be a standoff right then and right there. Also, we go over to the White House, and there's a lot going on here. You know, it seems to me that we're going to be in a situation where, you know, Donald's going to go check on Hunter in the Oval, and Victoria's upstairs in her room. Donald tries to reassure Hunter that Victoria did the right thing. It's like, hey, she did what needed to be done in order to secure what you two have built here in the White House. Now, Hunter is just breaking down. It's like, is any of this worth it? And then Donald's talking to Victoria upstairs, basically saying like, hey, he's down there having a mental breakdown, and what did you do? And I think Victoria goes on to say something along the lines of, I used the drugs that you gave me, so I don't, is she trying to like flip the narrative? Did Donald ever give her any drugs? What's going on here? But regardless, when Victoria says she's working on her sad face and whatnot, I hope we don't go through such an extended scene. Remember back when she did the press conference and had a Wendy Williams moment when she was trying to counter what Eli went out there and did, you know, with his wife and Max and Bobby. I hope we don't have a extended scene of her, you know, going on and on about, you know, oh, my son's dead and I'm practicing. I can't even draw a tear from this MFer, because the whole Wizard of Oz thing is like, that scene was a bit, it was longer than it needed to be. So hopefully they don't harp on it too much. We get it. Victoria doesn't care that her son's dead and that she was the one that killed him, yada, yada, yada. Let's move on. Now, I listened to this part of the promo about 10 times, but I could not make out what was being said. All I know was that Hunter is talking to Alonzo in the Oval, but I could not make out what he said. If anybody heard it clearly, let me know. It was the one part of the recorded trailer that I could not decipher. But going on from there, we get a few scenes at Richard and Nancy's house. Mainly the fact that we get a few scenes where it's, the trio that they have in protection, if you will. Kareem, Dale, and Sharon. And kind of like what Kareem said in this week's episode, Sharon, they'll go in that kitchen. They want to talk about us, but they don't want us in there. And Richard is laying it down to Nancy, the facts that, hey, these people could be killed. And then there's another scene where I believe we see Richard on the phone with Barry saying that he wants him home, which then we get another scene where it looks like Barry's coming downstairs, trying to embrace Sharon, and she's kind of pushing him back, and then Kareem walks up on him. But it seems like, the only reason Barry did this was because Kareem was right around the corner. So it looks like Barry does come home. And look, I got a lot of mixed feelings on it. I can completely understand both sides of the situation, how Barry's feeling. But then on the flip side, it's like there's a lot going on here. I mean, I'd feel, if I were Barry, I'd be like, okay, first of all, Sharon keeps coming and going. Now you got the guy that she's with in our home. And not only that, that put a target on all of us. So yeah, I'd feel some kind of way about it. So it's one of those things where, is Barry's temper validated, or is it a situation where, look, just suck it up for the greater good? It's just one of those situations. I don't really know what side to take because I can see both sides. Now, you got Eli and Simone talking. Basically, Eli is, saying that they need to get some backup because Max and Bobby actually do come to the rescue. But before that, we get a moment between Sam and Kyle during their little standoff, where they're both waiting for the other to make their move. And Sam's like, I'm not dying, buddy. Kyle's like, I think you are. And you could tell Sam is getting weaker because of the loss of blood, because his voice is, weak, not as strong as it was before. Max and Bobby get there, and Sam's like, we need to take him alive. And that's what Eli, I believe, is telling Max and Bobby before they go in there to rescue Sam, that it's essential Kyle stays alive for the sake of evidence. Now, we got Lily, who's actually at Donald's house. It looks like she's, robbing the safe, putting a bunch of money in there. Thank God she is fully clothed. Her hair isn't wet, looking good as hell in them boots and whatnot. It's just good to see Lily in a different outfit again, aside from a robe, slippers, and just wandering around the hotel room drunk. And what's interesting is that Donald shows up saying Secret Service will be here any moment. And then Lily's like, oh, then they'll love my next move. What's that? And then she pulls a gun. Uh-oh. And then it's funny because of the fact that Lily's like, you had that bottom bitch try to kill me. Baby, that was the past. Like, I mean, it's just like in season 1 where he tried to strangle Lily. What was that episode, The Five Families? Like when he tried to strangle her. And it's like, I don't know. It's just one of those things where, baby, that's the past. Let it go. No. She's been harping on this for a couple of months now in real time. But, of course, in the episodes, it's only been, a couple days, if that. But still, the wounds are still fresh. It's kind of funny, even though I know this wouldn't be the case because Donald has a nice house and whatnot. But it would have been a nice touch if there was still, that water puddle from the ceiling on the floor to kind of remind Lily of what was going on in the home the last time she was here being tortured. Even though I call complete bullshit on that, the fact that they were in the attic. And there was water leaking from the attic to the second floor where the bedrooms are, all the way to the bottom floor in the kitchen. That was stupid. But regardless, Lily, is she going to kill Donald? I don't know, but things are getting pretty serious. But do you think anybody's going to die in the finale? Of course, I'll do my full season finale predictions video like I usually do. Because Lily has a gun on Donald. Grip and Priscilla have guns on each other with Alan in the back. Of course, you got the Kyle and Sam standoff. And then you got Max and Bobby joining in as well. So Yeah, that's right, because Kyle has 2 guns that Grip gave him. He gave one to Sam, and then the other one, well, we just don't know how many shots. I think that Sam said that there's only 1 bullet left or something like that, but, I don't know. Tyler Perry plot convenience. He could probably have an unlimited, amount in his gun for all we know. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about the promo. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how things are going to play out. And I just hope that, kind of like Sisters, season 3 leads into season 4, and season 4 is a breath of fresh air, because things get very, 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 very good by comparison. And yeah, going back to the first part, Nancy is on edge and suspects the worst when Barry leaves home and cuts off communication. Doesn't really matter, because we know Barry's going to come home anyway. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit subscribe and hit that bell icon to select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel.